pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay.
Kuykendall? Here. Jacobs? Jacobs?
Yes. Sorry.
Osborne? Yes. Smith? Hey, Jim.
You need to put that on mute, doesn't he?
Yeah. Hey, Jim.
Can you not hear me?
No,
We don't need to hear you. That's the
but
problem.
if you just say yes.
Yes.
Okay. Gwen, absent. Westfall.
Here.
Okay, so what's going on there? Jim is going to have a surgery, and he's missed a couple meetings, and it's available in case of working, and they've got a whole list of things that qualify a board member to actually attend a meeting by phone if they choose that they want to do that. So that's available to everybody. So he's attending a meeting by phone. So that's what's going on with that. And I don't know if you probably have done that before. Yeah, so it's probably nothing new to you. So just for the ones that haven't been here before, that's what's going on there. Okay, so roll call. We're gonna get a chance to look over the minutes. Oh, that's
I make a motion to approve last board meeting, April 14th minutes.
I second it.
Motion is made by Osborne and seconded by Westfall to approve the minutes of the March 10th, 2026 regular board meeting. Kuykendall?
Yes.
Jacobs?
Yes. Sorry.
Osborne?
I'm reading.
Yes.
Smith? Do you
Yeah.
want to? Okay. Gwen, absent. Westfall?
Yes.
Okay. You guys look the bills over. Anybody got any questions on the bills? I'll look them over and see what you got. Okay.
I'll make a motion for the approval of our last meeting's bills.
Oh,
Motion is
you wanna
made
say
by
pledge before we
Westfall.
start?
And seconded by
You did it on
Osborne.
Pledge of Allegiance. You wanna stay on that? You good?
Okay.
Okay.
Motion is made by Westfall, seconded by Osborne to approve payment of the bills. Kuykendall?
Yes.
Jacobs?
Yes.
Osborne?
Yes.
I can't
Smith?
have this too close to a
Yes.
phone or we'll mess with.
Gwen? They're approving the bills.
I haven't even looked at it.
You just want to pass? Sure. Westfall?
Yes.
Okay, committee reports. Nancy, you got some reports to do on the park committee, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
We had a meeting last night, and we discussed upcoming 4th of July, and we've got like pickleball tournament, food trucks, 50-50 drawing. What else? Mud volleyball.
Brian and Jennifer Little are doing foam
Yeah,
for the kids.
and then a band and bowl machine.
A band. What else? They will be selling shirts for $20. Whatever money or profit that they make off the shirts, they are returning or putting back into the park.
Yep.
We got like 4 food trucks. Or,
Yeah, it's
That's good.
Gracie, Amy Lou's Brews,
Yeah.
Zach's,
Fifth Street.
Fifth Street. They were there last year.
You know, 2 certain ones.
And the ESDA.
And Esda.
Esda.
We dessert.
And then our next meeting will be May 4th.
May 4th, yeah.
And then, I want to see about asking the board for, we're gonna do 10 grand to the fireworks celebration.
Does that count for fireworks and everything?
I think what she's trying to say is she's asking for an amount of money that
Right.
will cover porta johns, any nets for volleyball, fireworks, or unless she wants to come back to the board every meeting and ask for another $50, $60 or $100. She's over asking with anticipation that the expenses will not be that high for anything that's involved in the 4th of July festivity. Is that what you're trying to say?
That's exactly.
How much do the fireworks normally run us?
There was 8,000 last year, and that lasted about 43 minutes. And hopefully if the price changes, try to get about the same amount. I think everybody that attended the fireworks were pleased with what Crossville had to offer along with
They were very
everything else.
good.
With their karma,
They were very good.
they paid more for theirs.
So are you asking for a motion? Are you
Yes.
gonna make that, you're gonna put that in the form of a motion?
In a motion, yeah.
You're asking for $10,000 to cover the expenses for the 4th of July festivities. So if that's okay with the board, that's what she's asking you to do. You wanna table it, or you wanna second it, or vote on it, what do you wanna do?
We just have to have a second.
I'll second it.
Motion is made by Osborne, seconded
No.
by
What was the second? I couldn't hear it.
I can't.
Westfall
Eric's all clocked up.
to allow up to 10,000 for the 4th of July festivities. Kuykendall,
Yeah.
Jacobs,
Yeah.
Osborne,
Yes.
Smith,
Yes.
Gwynn,
Yes.
Westfall.
Yes.
Okay. Next thing on the agenda is the TNR Cat Animal Code. And so, like we said, it was a month ago, I guess, the last meeting we had on that. Did talk to Jonathan. Jonathan basically said, you may pull the blind?
It's okay.
There's not one.
Does that help?
There you go.
Jonathan said that basically what the board wants to do is fine. It's a board decision, whatever the board wants to do. Whether he has his input matters nothing. So, with all the research and all the reading and research I did, does anybody know the lady named Stacy Ballard? I'm sure you do, and you do.
I
She
don't
is
think I do.
involved with our dog pound. She inspects it every year, gives us the okay to continue with our pound, or gives us any suggestions. So she is gonna be on speakerphone, and so the board can ask her any questions that you want to, and she's gonna give us professional opinions on the village of Crossville.
This is Casey.
Stacy, hey, this is Rick. We're here at the board meeting.
Hi.
Yeah, how you doing?
Good.
Okay, we got the board here with us, and they're probably gonna ask some questions to you and ask your opinion on which way to move on any of these topics, if at all. And I think that we've talked before. I've been trying to get a hold of a lot of people so we can get this thing worked out. And I guess the first thing, if you can give us an opinion on, we got several changes that were put into place about the existing ordinances. One was TNR, one was 3 days extra for holding dogs, one was a no-kill pound, which I think that's what we are already, and the removal of any 3 animals limited so residents can foster, and community caregivers and grants. So, how would you recommend the village on the TNR? What's your opinions? What's the do's and the don'ts of TNR?
Okay, so TNR is usually where you trap, spay and neuter the cat, and then you release them right back where you trapped them. And a lot of times people don't want you to bring them back for the fact that that cat is either scratching up, somebody's.
Hey Stacy, I'm sorry.
landscape.
I'm so sorry, but I'm going to interrupt you for a moment because what I have to say, you can get back to your evening because the state of Illinois has a law, 510 ILCS 5, and that one says that if you participate in any TNR, you are allowed to feed the cat.
I think that she's saying that's what you're allowed to do, and
That is what you're allowed to do.
that's what she's
So-
promoting.
That is, we are not, our ordinance is not up to date with the state of Illinois.
And she
so-
said that the city don't have to be involved, anybody can be.
I never said that they had to be, I'm just saying that we need to update our ordinance so it reflects that. We don't, my ordinance doesn't say anything about no kill. It just says the extra 3 days for somebody to retrieve an
Let her
animal.
go through these one at a time. Let's do the TNR. What's,
And the TNR, it just basically, it gets us up to the state of Illinois.
us is in the village of Crossville?
Yes, because we are not. The law
Do
that
we
you
need to
made
be?
was in
Do we
20.
have to be?
Yes, absolutely,
Then that's what
absolutely.
she's gonna tell us.
So in 2018,
What, time out, let her talk.
in 2018, you made this ordinance. 2019,
No, I
this-
didn't make any.
not
I did,
you, the
city did.
board, the
Yeah.
city.
In my opinion, it was something that was not thought out.
2018 was when that was enacted. 2019, the state of Illinois said it is not ownership of an animal. 510 ILCS 5 says it is not ownership of an animal. So if you TNR and you feed the animal, that is not a crime.
Yeah. and nobody's
Ours
saying
says it is.
What?
Our ordinance says it is.
Is that what you're getting on that, Stacy? If you're involved in the TNR program, if you're involved in a TNR?
Anybody can do TNR. So if you
Correct.
have a board member who wants to do TNR and trap, neuter, spay, release the animal, they can do that on their own. You do not have to be state licensed to do TNR, but it is not state law that a city or county has to allow TNR in their city limits or county. But anybody can do it. There are cities
Perfectly
who've
fine,
stopped.
perfectly legal.
Yeah, like if you have as I said, a board member who wants to
I think that's what
spay
you
and
want to
neuter
do,
kitty
isn't it?
cats,
You're
I'm
wanting to
just
do the
saying, I just
TNR.
want the ordinance to match, to reflect the state of Illinois, which is what we are obligated to do.
I'm not
She's
following.
saying our code is out of date. She wants to update it to the proper
Ordinance
state law.
but the city doesn't have to do
The
it.
city has to follow Illinois state law.
Okay.
Yeah.
We cannot contradict.
Okay, so
Illinois
what part
state
is-
law.
What part is the city not doing?
The part that you're saying is that you consider ownership if somebody feeds an animal. But if they participate in TNR,
That's what our
it is
code book
not.
says?
That your code book says it is a crime, and
Then
the
we
Illinois
need to
state,
eliminate that.
you have to
We
eliminate
need
it.
to get rid of anything in our code book that has to deal with cats. We are not set up to deal with cats in this town. Never has been since
Well, that's not,
2019, 2018, whenever it was
That's-
adopted. The city has not got anybody to take care of cats. We don't have
That
the
has nothing to
facility.
do with it.
It does have
That has
everything
nothing to do with
has
it.
everything
We
to do
have
with
to
it.
meet
doesn't
the
have-
standard of
We
the state
have
of
nobody
Illinois.
that will take care of cats that belongs to, that is
You
a
don't
city
have to.
employee.
That has nothing to do with it. All you have to do is take out the law that you
That's what I
cannot
hope we can
enforce.
do tonight. I hope we can
You
take them
can't
out.
enforce a law that goes against the state of
Well,
Illinois.
let's take them out.
So that's what we need to do.
Then vote on it.
I'll make a motion to
Vote on that. Let's get that
take
done.
out the
second.
cat code.
Take out the cat code
Take
in
out
the
the cat
village
code.
code
we
book.
can't, we're not taking out the cat
I
code. Ricky,
second.
that's
That's
not what this is
exactly what
about.
we're
You're
doing.
our mayor. You're not even supposed to be.
Hold on.
Yeah, let's take out the cat code.
Motion was made by
This meeting
Osborne.
I want to
is now
update
What
the
the
adjourned.
code.
hell?
Motion was made by Osborne and seconded
I'm
by
done with this
Jacobs to
stuff.
remove the cat code from our village ordinances. Kuykendall?
I cannot answer right now because I come back to me because I'm really ticked off
Well, I am too.
at our mayor.
I am
Jacob?
too.
You
I'm
cannot
ticked
just
off with all
go
this
up here and
stuff.
say,
I'd
hey,
like
yeah,
to update
cats.
the code.
Why don't you just say it should be all
I've never
animals?
seen
Because
anything
it's
happen in
some
my
humans
life.
here.
So that's
Yeah.
removing, so what she made
Damn.
a motion on was to remove the cat.
Remove the
I'm
cat
gonna
code.
excuse myself.
Would that make it
I'm done.
Ordinance
up to
says-
date?
I'll be right back.
Would that make it up to date?
I'm sorry.
Who's
Would
making
that
the-
make it up
who's
to date
making
with
the
the
motion
law?
here?
I motion, I say
Okay,
yes.
what's Nikki
I
doing?
agree with,
So Nikki's trying to explain
I'm
what
trying to
she's
explain. I'm
meaning.
just.
Her motion? You're trying to explain her
Well,
motion?
I'm asking what she's motioning.
So
What is the
Nancy,
motion, Nancy?
Okay,
I motion to remove the cat code.
okay.
and in doing
Keep our
so, will
ordinance
that?
as it is, except to remove the cat code. That's
Well, do it.
that's what I motion.
So she's motioning to remove
So we need a
cat
second.
part.
We need somebody to second.
And that's what Nikki seconded it, but she's wanting to know what that entails.
I just want to know if that, yeah, if it
So it's
entails.
just code.
remove those pages from.
Right.
Or whatever,
Yeah.
wherever
And it would just
we're-
allow Tina or
Right.
whatever like
Right.
supposed to. Okay, then yes.
Osborne,
Yes.
Smith. Are you still there, Jim? Okay, maybe we'll just.
No, he's there. I'm here to say I didn't
Okay.
hear him for a second.
Are you? So, how do you vote on that? To remove the cat code from the village ordinances.
I couldn't hear what the others were voting.
Nobody could.
So, Nancy made the motion and Nikki seconded it to remove the cat code from our village ordinance. And Jacobs voted yes. Osborne voted yes. And now it's to you. Did you say? So it would just be removing the cat code section of the ordinance. The rest of it stays.
Okay, I didn't hear what the cat code section said. Can you give me a brief?
So it's just basically anything that pertains to cats within the village ordinance will be removed because we do not have the facilities for it. We don't have anyone to actually pick up cats or anything like that.
Jim, let me explain it. I don't think anybody's understanding it, and I'm confused as to why. What we need to
Right.
remove is the part that conflicts with the state of Illinois. We need to remove the part that says if you feed a cat, it says that you are the owner. If you are involved in TNR, that's it. Because that part of we don't have to. We can keep the law the way it is. We just can't enforce it because it conflicts with the state of Illinois.
Okay, I'll vote yes then.
Okay. Gwen,
Yes.
Westfall.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Four-way stop ordinance. Are we moving on? Finish this.
Is that all? I mean, you had several other changes in here. You wanna predict them?
That's the one that I'm dealing with today.
No, I'm gonna get them all done today.
Well, it's been pushed
I'm
off
tired of
for
messing
a
with
long
them.
time.
Every meeting we're dealing with this. So what's your next one that you wanted off the?
The other
ordinance?
one, and like we said last time, it doesn't even really make a difference because if you're not planning on killing the dogs, it doesn't matter if you give people an extra 3 days. But that was what I said. Give everybody who has a identifiable dog 3 extra days to come and remove it from the pound.
So we hold them for up to 7 days.
Yes.
And our attempt is what we do is to get them back to the owner.
Yes.
So if it's 10 days that we hold them, then it's fine.
Right.
But we hold them at a minimum of 7 days.
Yes.
So whether we change it to 10 or not, it is irrelevant.
Right. And that's
So-
my point at this point. From what we talked about last time, doesn't really matter if we're
Doesn't
not
matter.
going to plan on killing the dog anyway.
And nobody ever plans on killing
Well,
a dog.
I understand,
So it's-
or before we transport it to another facility.
Right. So we give the owner basically 7 days
Yes.
to reclaim that dog before we.
Before we reach out and
Yeah.
try to rehome it.
Right, right.
Yes.
And the
That's
only
all
the only
about.
thing I had suggested in the ordinance was giving them 10 in case they were away for a week on vacation. That gave them an extra 3 days to claim the dog
Yeah,
before we
get them
rehome
many
it.
days. We've had
Yeah.
some out there 3 months.
Right.
Yeah. So
Right.
it's basically irrelevant.
Right.
whether-
That's
No
after the
need-
last meeting. Yeah. That
All right.
doesn't matter.
Next.
The only other thing that I had that would really make a difference, because like we talked about last time, you have to have a certain status to say you're no kill. Has to be a certain percent. Some are excluded. Not worried about that. Not worried about that right now because that doesn't seem to be an issue.
No.
The only other thing I said is that we remove, for the sake of people who want to foster, the limit of 3 animals that you can
Is
have.
Stacy still there or not?
Yeah, Stacy?
I'm still here.
Yeah.
I think
Who would they be fostering for?
Whatever facility they would want to be involved with. Do you foster at Pets at Risk? Okay, so Pets at Risk wouldn't be one, but there are other agencies that do foster.
I think at this time, not to interrupt you,
Mhm.
but I think at this time, if there was someone that wanted to foster,
Right.
unless
Mhm.
that animal or animals
Yes.
are a nuisance,
Right.
there is nothing that is going to be done about it.
Right.
So if someone has
Never has been.
if someone has 3 cats or 3 dogs or whatever, which is what the ordinance says,
Yes.
then they may be fine, but they may be a nuisance. So then that would fall under that.
Right.
But if someone has 6 dogs, we're not going to go around and say, "Hey,
Right.
you have 6 dogs. That's against the code."
Yes.
And you have to get rid of 3.
Mhm.
I mean, that's not something that is done. So if someone wants to foster,
Yes.
there is not a problem with it as
Right.
the ordinance stands right now, and because no one is going to
And
enforce that.
I totally get what you're saying, and that makes sense, because the nuisance ordinance would take effect, whether you have 1 dog or whether you have 10 dogs, that would be the nuisance ordinance, 100%. The only thing I'm saying is, because I realize that it gets complicated. Enforcing that law is complicated anyway, because you run into selective enforcement if somebody were to say, hey, my neighbor has 10 dogs outside. And if they're not a nuisance, if they're not barking, if they're not making a mess, if they don't have a smell, then that's not a problem. But technically our law, the first law, says that's against our law.
I think if you go ahead and you say, okay, you can have unlimited amount, then you're going to get into hoarding and
There's
people.
no
people
balance.
are not-
Absolutely.
There is not going to be, and
Absolutely. And then
and
there
we
are
have we have few people here, and like the nuisance is gonna fall on Mark or Amanda for it, and
and I get that, but as soon as it gets into hoarding, it would become a nuisance.
You'd have to have somebody make that decision.
Yeah.
And that would be hard
And
for
if you
somebody to
take
make.
out the number of animals, then you've lost those teeth in the law.
Correct. I
I think she's just want to up it a little, from like 3 to 5.
well, but see
It's not
that's where it
anyway.
is. Like if someone has 5 dogs,
Yeah.
she's not gonna go around and say, hey, you got 5 dogs, you gotta get rid of 2 of them.
And
You
it's
know,
hard
so-
to tell if they've got 5 dogs because they hoard them in the house.
Yeah.
And I don't have authority to go in their house.
It's kind of like no harm.
So it's
no
not
foul.
really
So-
it's not really an issue at
Right,
all.
right, I get it. It's,
So-
it's sort of a law that you can't even enforce,
Right,
Mm-hmm.
it is.
which is why I'm like, why is it even there if we can't enforce it?
It can be
Because
enforced.
you need it just in case
It can
somebody
be.
Yeah,
does
in
come
case it
in and
needs to
feed
be
a cat.
enforced. I mean, there's gotta be a limit.
There is a limit, but, I can't go in their house.
Right.
So if that's everything, if anybody sees any changes that needs to be made to any suggestions that Heather has brought, then let's put it in the form of a motion or let's move on. Do you want to put some of this in the form of a motion, see if it's second and
No.
carries? No? Okay. Okay, Stacy, we thank you for helping us out there with your opinions. I think we're moving on from this. I sure appreciate you giving your time. We're gonna need a lot of it. Thank you.
Take care.
You too. Bye. Okay. Next thing on the agenda then is the 4-way stop edition. We've got the ordinance for that at the corner of Morrell and First Street. Turning that into a 4-way. You guys know what we're talking about? Right there at Johnny Mike Parsons' house, and Jan Wiedemann. Might use your pen.
So the only thing is on page 3, Exhibit A, Schedule A. These are the 4-way stop intersections. So it is just added in here. I think whenever we did one back last year, the end of last year for Winkler Street in Morrell. So it's listed on here as well. So these are where we have the 4-way stop. So he just added the Morrell Street and First Street in there. Yes.
I'll make a motion for the ordinance number 2026-02.
Second.
Motion is made by Westfall, seconded by Osborne, to approve ordinance number 2026-02, amending chapter 24 of the revised code of ordinances, allowing 4-way stop at First and Morrell. Kuykendall?
No.
Jacobs?
Yes.
Osborne?
Yes.
Smith?
Yes.
Quinn?
Yes.
Westfall?
Yes.
Okay, next thing, we talked about it last meeting, and I wanted everybody to take the opportunity to go by, check it out, see what they thought. The purchase of the property where Roger Merriweather used to live for cleanup and bidding. They come down $500. She'll now take $2,000 for the lot that we choose to purchase it, or whoever. So if the city chooses to purchase that and make sure it gets cleaned up, we need that form of a motion. If not, we'll move on to something else. I know
How much?
everybody.
Oh, sorry, go
Go
ahead.
ahead, I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. How much will it cost to tear it down?
As far as labor, if you priced it out, truck, backhoe per hour, manpower per hour, I don't know how many days it would take and how many man hours it would take. If you wanted to figure that into the price before you bid
Yeah.
it off, it could be figured in. I mean, they'd have to keep track of it now. There's no asbestos.
Well, I didn't know. Do we have to bid to have someone come in and tear that down?
No, we were gonna do that like you guys did in the past to some of the properties that you bought and clean them up
I
yourselves.
think the guys were gonna do it.
Their own guys would do that. They would log down the expenses that they had, and hopefully you'd recoup that if somebody bid on the property. But if they didn't, you've got a house that's in a flood zone that's not gonna sell anyway to anybody, especially if they have to tear the house down. So we can sit there and look at it from now on, or we can tear it down. It's up to you guys.
Can we get the numbers together?
Numbers.
Like, see how much it's gonna cost to tear it down, what we got into it, cause then we gotta
No.
bid it to make sure that we can get what we have in it back out.
You ain't gonna do that, just like this property you got over here, you know, that you've sat on for years, you continue to mow it every year, you just keep losing money, you're never gonna recoup it. It's one of them things that, in my opinion, it's one of them things, if you want to try to clean the town up, you gotta put forth the effort and start doing it. Or you can sit and look at these places fall down around us. So.
Is
it's
that
a-
not the responsibility of the property owner?
It
Isn't
should be.
It's a
You would think
it's a
so.
nuisance
Yeah,
at this
I would
point.
think that would be the responsibility of the property owner to clean the property up, but obviously, with some of the things that we have to jump through the hoops to get that done, it doesn't happen. They can move a 5-gallon bucket from one place to another and say they made an attempt, and it starts the whole process all over. That's just how it is. So we can either do something, or we can sit and listen to everybody bitch. It's up to you guys. I don't have a say in it.
And it was for how much?
She'll sell it for $2,000 now. It's in a flood zone, so that's not a good selling point. The guys will clean it up. The city people will clean it up. They've done it before. You guys have allowed that in the past.
Yeah.
Can you recoup that? I don't know. But the property owners next to it said that they would be willing to make bids on it if it was cleaned up, but they don't want to invest the money that it takes to buy the property, spend the money to clean it up, and have $6,000-7,000 in a piece of property in a flood zone.
Right.
Right, but that's what the town will have in it and not make their money back.
No, but they won't have an eyesore either. That's moving forward, not staying stagnant.
But that's wasted money for this
No,
town.
it's not wasting money. It depends on if you
Absolutely
live,
it
it depends on if you live in a neighborhood with a junk's falling around it. You know, you either gotta do something or let it fall. You either gotta do something or let it fall.
So we can clean it.
That's what we're talking about,
We
Jordan.
had
We want the board to make a decision on a particular place on the property.
Yeah, absolutely.
If they wanna do that,
But
it doesn't
not-
concern
okay,
you.
not-
Please.
It's
not
this
waste
is not
the
open
property,
meeting.
right?
This is not open
We
meeting.
had, I think
You'll
it's
get a
close
chance
to
at open meeting.
6,000 in it.
Board's got something on the table.
So, I'm sorry.
Cause it was in the flooding area, correct, right?
Where Bush
Maybe.
used to live over there, or Marshall?
No, out where,
We did that with Bush's.
Sherman's
Oh,
and
yes, yeah,
Patty
the trailer.
Hyatt's trailer was.
I think 70%
yeah.
of the towns in the flood zone.
We bought that property for taxes,
Yeah,
for like, what, $800, somewhere around in there. And then they tore it down, hauled off the stuff or whatever, and then we sold it. And I believe we're able to recoup pretty close to what we had in it.
So I have a question. I don't know if you know this, and I don't know if this is something we should check. So if we do this for this person, rather than giving them an abatement, wouldn't we have to do that for everybody else in town?
We have done that for everybody.
Because it would be selective enforcement, and not like I'm defending anybody, but my neighbor had to pay for her own, right? So, like, she could come back and say, well, why didn't the city buy this? They could tear it down and they could, you know what I mean?
I don't think it was ever offered to the
she has
city
a
to
point.
purchase that one. I mean,
Okay, Yeah, I just wasn't sure,
Yeah.
how that would work.
Mhm. Yeah.
That's my concern, is that, like, I don't wanna get into, we're being unfair,
Right.
you know? So,
Just for your knowledge, it has been.
That's already, it's already been unfair, so.
I've already
I'm
wrote it up.
sorry.
I've already wrote it up already.
oh, okay, you have.
So that's,
And then what happened?
well, you get so many days to do it, and if it don't, then you get them a citation.
Yeah.
And then if they don't, then you go to the
They,
courts.
they go to court.
And then it costs you guys court costs
Yes.
and attorney fees.
Sure.
And you probably
Depending
end
on
up
which way the ruling goes.
the way, I mean, that's up to you. We've done that in the past on other properties, and Jordan, your attorney's got it on his desk, on some of them.
And Rick's correct. Like, people can move just a little bit, and the judge will
Sure.
say,
They did it, right. No, I get what
There's
you're saying.
effort- there's
I get
effort
what you're
being
saying.
made,
I get it. Okay. The only thing I would ask is just before we vote, I just wanna be 100% sure. I would like to maybe check into it, make sure that this is 100% not gonna come back on us. I don't know how anybody else feels about that, if we just wait to the next meeting.
100%, but you can get pretty close.
Well, yeah,
I mean, everybody did go by the house. I give you a month to do
Yeah.
it, right? Everybody inspected it.
And I've seen
what
it.
he's talking
I've
about.
seen it 100 times. It's not that. I just want to make sure that this is not going to somehow come back on us if somebody else says, "Hey, this wasn't something that I would have been able to do. That nobody told me about this." That's the only thing I'm
We're not
asking.
gonna
If
get
we
that,
can.
so we might as well move on. There's no 100% guarantee in anything. So, we're gonna move on then? I can't promise you 100% guarantee.
Well, no. I just wanted 2 weeks to kind of look into it a little bit more.
This lady told me, she texted me, and she said by the 16th. And I said, well, I can't guarantee anything. I said, it's up for the
Yeah.
board to make a decision on what they wanna do. If they choose to do this on the 14th, then we'll do that. But if they choose not to, then you can sell to anybody you want to. It doesn't matter to me. I'm just trying to get things cleaned up in town, is all
Sure.
I'm trying to do. Okay, next thing on the agenda, the salt building, repair and
Do you
siding.
need a motion to table that?
Did you have a motion? Did it ever go
No.
to vote?
I think it was just.
I don't
for
think
a
anybody ever made a motion.
I'll make a motion to table it.
Thank you.
There you go.
Second.
Okay, the next,
Motion was made by Osborne and seconded by Glenn to table the matter of the 308 North Hammond property. Kuykendall,
Yes.
Jacobs,
Yes.
Osborne,
Yes.
Smith. We'll just pass that.
Yes.
Okay. Glenn
Yes.
and Westfall.
Yes.
okay, next item is the salt building repair and siding. I don't know, you probably don't go out there much with the building where they keep the salt, the wood on the side of it over the years has been deteriorated from the salt, and it needs replaced. So the cost of the siding material from Menards is $1,815.86. And the guys will either do that themselves or, get somebody to, open meeting, you got something in open meeting, it's not open meeting.
Okay, sorry.
When it's open meeting, then I'll call on you. And then also insurance is gonna redo the roof on the salt building, so we won't have any expense in that. That's the only expense we should have. So if you choose to redo the salt building, we need a motion for that now.
I will make a motion.
I'll second it.
Motion is made by Jacobs, seconded by Westfall to approve the purchase to replace and repair the siding on the salt building of $1,815.86. Kuykendall,
Yeah.
Jacobs,
Yes.
Osborne,
Yes.
Smith,
Yes.
Glenn,
Yes.
Westfall.
Yes.
Okay, next item is a cleanup, and with Bulldog, the day that they have available for that is May 11th. That's curbside cleanup for the whole town. We get the curbside that's owed to us or due to us by Bulldog. Then I'll come to the board and ask permission for a couple of dumpsters when we get the Waddy boys here for the summer help. And maybe they can pitch into some of the places around town, reach out to them and tell them we got the dumpsters, we got the help, we'd like to help you clean your properties up. So Right now, the decision is May 11th is when Bulldog will be available for fulfill part of their obligation under contract to us.
And that will be alongside with your normal pickup that day.
Yes, yes.
So you just have to make sure that your other stuff is separate. We will make a list of things that cannot be picked up, but make sure it's separate from your typical trash if it's like bulky items. So set it all out to the road, but just make sure it's separate.
The other thing I don't think a lot of people know is if they call the city building and if they have a couch, a mattress, something large, they call the city, make arrangements, put it out to the curb, and Bulldog will pick that up typically on a Thursday. A lot of people that I've talked to are not aware of that.
Yeah.
They're not aware of that, but we need to make that aware because that's something that they don't have to deal with. They can just call the city building. Okay, the 4th of July, I think Nancy covered that in her deal. We've got a couple building permits here. Kevin Broadway, he's got a permit to, let me see what he's got here. I'll do it for a minute. He wants to put up some snow fencing. You know where the Methodist church is? Everybody knows where the Methodist church is, where that trailer sat for years that was abandoned on the corner. This guy, Kevin Broadway, owns that property, and he's been having issues with people parking on it. So he's asking for a permit to put up a snow fence. That's that orange plastic fence around the outside of his property so people can't drive on it. That's what this one's for. We get out here on the highway, Christopher Hurt, wants to put up a new section of fence, and as far as the guys are concerned, that's not an issue either place. You know where the old beauty shop used to be, out on the highway, going to Carmi, that little building?
Oh, yeah.
He's gonna 90 off, he's gonna put some chain link fence up, roughly 52 by 42 chain link fence. Come off the building 90 back into the existing fence, he's gotta draw that there. I apologize for my behavior. I've quit chewing tobacco and I'm about to go nuts with
When did you quit chewing? Today?
2 days ago, 2 days, this is my second day.
Well, no wonder. We might butt heads really bad, right?
I apologize to everybody
It's okay.
for getting upset. I don't know, it's affecting me. I hate that.
Yeah, it's in his car.
So he's wanting to put
Oh, that's over
A
there
little
by
orange, the orange. Is this it orange?
across from much snow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it
That-
orange?
that is
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crossing Jim, like
Yeah.
I don't know what that is.
Did you get the names?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
Thank you.
Chris Hurt, he's out on the highway. He's doing and he's just adding a fencing.
Okay. It's no fence is not one of my priorities, but that's what he wants.
Snow fence, 203 North Goodman.
I make a motion for Kevin Broadway for the snow fencing at 203 Goodman Street.
Mm-hmm.
I'll second it.
Motion is made by Westfall, seconded by Gwen, to approve the building permit for Kevin Broadway of 203 North Goodman to install snow fence. Kuykendall?
Yes.
Jacobs?
Yes.
Osborne?
Yes.
Smith?
Yes.
Gwen?
Yes.
Westfall?
Yes.
The second one, if anybody wants to make a motion,
I'll
is
make a motion for Chris Hertz installing fencing that's 52 by 42 at 705 North Cross.
Second.
okay. Motion is made by Westfall, seconded by Kuykendall, to approve building permit for Chris Hurt to install fencing that is 52 by 42 at 705 North Cross Street. Kuykendall?
Yes.
Jacobs?
Yes.
Osborne?
Yes.
Smith?
Yes.
Yes.
Gwen? Westfall?
Yes.
That's it?
Yeah.
Okay. I gotta go through, I'll sign there for a second. Okay, open meeting, Nancy, you got anything? Open meeting? Nikki got something for open? Miranda, open meeting?
I do.
Okay.
There's a lot of trash in ditches. Who's responsible? I mean, I thought that was city
Trash and
cleanup. I mean, I've never seen as much trash in the ditches from here all the way down.
Oh, well, I mean, so it should be the property owner's responsibility to clean
Even
that
on,
out.
like, I mean,
There's a bunch.
it's
Hopefully
like
we
the
can get the-
city sidewalk is right here and the ditch is here. So.
I mean, I know what I do every Sunday morning, that I walk my whole block with a bag and a picker upper. I take care of my block, but I can't do the whole town. But, you know, people live in town, if they put forth the effort.
I mean,
we
I'll
can
pick
clean
it up if you guys
I
won't
do,
pay me.
Yeah.
I'll
Well, I
do
don't
the
get
whole
paid, but I
thing.
just
Town.
do it for the effort to clean the
Can I-
town up.
Can I
Excuse my French.
butt in for a moment? Okay,
It's your
well,
chance, the only chance, I'm gonna bypass you when it comes to open meeting, man.
I thought you just said it was over the meeting.
Yeah, I'm gonna go around and give everybody a chance to say it.
Okay, go ahead.
That's how it's
I'll
supposed to.
come
I got
back.
trouble if we're not doing
I'll
that.
come back around to it then,
Okay.
twice.
But yeah,
Yeah, I
It's the
agree with you.
same
There's a lot of people.
there,
that
I've
throw
never
trash.
seen this much trash in the ditches. It's just,
And we'll probably, when we get the water kids,
That's
that
one
would
of-
probably be
that's one
something
thing
that we'll
I'm
have them
gonna
do.
put
They
them
did last year.
right.
Not do the community service in town anymore?
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
what I
we
was
got
gonna
one
talk
guy
about.
getting ready to start. He's gonna work on the salt building.
But as far as like a team of community
Yeah, like
service,
they used to.
We used to have, that would
When
do
I
the
was
painting
younger
and
and
A
in
lot of
stuff.
fireball,
Yeah.
double shots.
We
going
didn't
on.
have that.
Okay,
Yes.
it's
All
already
over.
been
It's
approved
all over.
to have the community service people, or the probation people do it. It's just, nobody's got the ball rolling. It's been approved though.
well, it's their job
Mhm.
to bring the paperwork to
Yeah.
us,
Okay.
not
Three.
ours.
Well, there's,
You got anything in an open meeting?
No.
No.
Yeah, Heather? Okay.
Jim?
Huh?
Jim?
Jim?
Do you have anything for open
Wheeler?
meeting?
I don't have a whole lot, I just, some of the stuff we've done for the last month, we've had 7 different investigations, we've done 4 inspections for side-by-sides, assisted the sheriff's department on 3 calls. Had 19 calls, we had 4 traffic calls in reference to 4-wheelers, 11 traffic stops, we had 1 warrant arrest and 3 ambulance assists. Me and Mikey Brown.
Quite a bit. Yeah. Lori, you and Jordan, are you guys together?
She's got something, I've got
Yeah,
something.
everybody knows who I am, I'm Lori Collison. I'm here to, file a complaint about the, issue I've been having, and I've spoke with you, Rick, for over a year now. And, without resolution, and I'm also concerned that my son, Jordan, has been harassed in connection with this matter. I'm requesting a written response so I can determine what further action I need to take. And I was under the impression by the mayor that the whole board was aware of the whole situation. So I thought that all of you were choosing not to look at everything that was going on at my mom's property. My mom and dad have lived here for a long time. My dad's now deceased. But I'm gonna present this complaint and supporting evidence to the mayor and all of you. And I ask that it be, attached to the records and kept in the village, and I want all my answers in writing. So I would like to pass that out. I've got yours, cause I need that signed,
Okay.
received on each page, and I need copies made.
You need it tonight?
Yes,
Sign that tonight. Okay,
just initial each page will be more than enough, that way we can prove you've received it.
Just received it, I'm not
Just-
gonna
Yeah,
go through
just
it, I don't wanna read it
received
all.
it and then make a
No, it's
copy
not
and give it
every
back to me.
Okay, he called me last night. I have a question for you.
And I don't know.
This copy for the meeting?
Copy
Yep.
for the media, sir.
Absolutely.
You want one for Jim?
We
Yes.
have one for him.
One's for Jim.
Yeah, you can put it as.
I don't know where you're wanting me to sign this as
Just
receipt.
initial at the bottom of every page, your initials, and then I need copies of every page, and I want the originals back.
That is what I would like.
Mine's basically the same thing, it just more outlines
This is, it did the same thing
everything
we
that's
talked
going
about.
on, including the
A lot of
harassment.
it is, but it's all the proof that needs to be
It's
done, that
same on
something
mine.
needs to be put in writing, what the village of Crossville is
Okay.
gonna do.
Yeah, this looks like what we were talking about.
Yeah, and my son has put the criminal case on top of that,
Okay.
that he was charged with putting a rut in a yard in an alley.
Right, yeah, I remember all
It
that.
was never dismissed. He had to go to court and beg for it to be dismissed.
It got dismissed, yeah, or not?
After I had
He
to
had to
file
go
the
to court
statement.
3 times, and he had to write out a statement
Wow.
that Kendall was lying, and he had to show proof. But I thought that was the police officer's job, to investigate and find out whose property it is.
Let me,
before-
I don't know, I'm gonna sign a bunch of stuff, or I'm gonna read all this before I do anything.
No, you're just signing receipt.
Yeah.
That's all you're.
That's all you're doing.
It's
Well,
not
let
that
me,
you
let me
read.
just look it all over before I do anything like that.
That's fine, we've got.
I'll
all
give
the
it to you
rest of
tomorrow.
the night. No, absolutely
No,
not.
I'm not gonna do it tonight.
Then I'll take it back.
You take it back and give it to me tomorrow,
That's fine.
and I'll do it definitely tomorrow, but as
That's
far as
fine.
going
If
to.
It's
that's,
just you're signing receipt. You're not signing that you
Agree.
have
That you've
agreed
agreed
or
to it
you
or
read
read
it or
Yeah.
anything.
you're signing that you received it.
Right, and I will
But
do
we,
that.
how would we get
Tomorrow.
I don't wanna
copies
sign
then
a receipt tonight.
if we give it?
I wanna look through it before I sign anything. But
It's
here,
not-
you're, I will tell you, if you wanna come in sometime tomorrow, I will do that, but I
But
will
we
not
can
do
get
it tonight.
copies tomorrow?
No, those are your.
And there won't be a
copies.
problem.
These are ours, that's what I was getting
And I
at.
don't have a problem with it, but I'm not
Hold
got
up.
the time to deal with it tonight, because before I do anything, I'm
Anytime
gonna read it.
anybody brings in anything into your office, they mark receipt.
And I will do that
And
tomorrow,
that's
I think ours is
before
just-
they even read it, before they
think
even know
it's-
what's going
I think-
on, they mark receipt.
and I will do that
Just
tomorrow.
receipt.
Okay,
I
that's
will,
what
I
you
will,
need.
I will. I'm just not gonna go through it all
If
tonight.
that's how you need to do it, that's
Then you
fine.
can give them back and.
But I want the originals back.
Yeah, that's not a problem. I'm gonna work with you all I can.
But I need you signed receipt on every single page.
I'll look through them and see what I
So,
gotta
okay, so I'm semi-confused. So these are the ones that you need us to initial that?
No,
No,
none of the
no.
board members, just Rich.
Okay,
We
Okay.
just need that someone.
I was like,
Yeah, no,
okay,
no
thank
board
you,
members.
okay,
Yeah.
got it.
do. Here's your copy. You wanna take it with you, don't you? Well, I can look it over tonight. You
They're
wanna keep it?
yours, we're just wanting you to mark them that you
I'll
received
take them
them.
home. I'm not gonna probably do them tonight, but I'll do them tomorrow.
You're not comprehending what we are saying.
I know what you're asking
Selena,
me.
every time somebody brings something into your
Yeah.
office, you have
Into
to
the
mark it
office.
receipt.
Not into
No.
the board meeting, but into the
No, I
office.
do not.
You don't have to mark it that you received it from that person.
No.
But I will honor your wishes, but it'll be tomorrow, not tonight. And you can take it back if you want to. You can come in the office tomorrow when I'm here. I'll be here probably about
I
8.
think we've got enough witnesses to prove that you've received it.
Okay, we're good then. I don't have to sign it?
No, I still want it
Yeah.
signed.
Okay, and that'll be tomorrow.
That's fine, if that's what you need to do. Just like everything, tomorrow, next day.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out later.
Maybe, I don't know.
It's been over a year.
Oh, I know, and I don't know, but I'll look it over tomorrow and I'll do what I can. Next one, Caleb, you got anything? You got anything? Amanda?
I don't think I wanna open this can tonight.
Well, you
Might as
well.
Might as well.
Yeah, you might as well.
You might as well.
Charlie,
You don't have anything in?
I think he forgot you back there.
I just got our supplies that I ordered the other day for medical. Hopefully I can get the inspection done maybe next week. My coordinator, EMS coordinator is probably on vacation the rest of the week, so.
Okay, need a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Okay, motion made by Osborne, seconded by Kuykendall to adjourn at 7:19. All in favor?
Yes.
Okay. See you, Jim. Yep.